Okay, guys, welcome back to part three, okay, of understanding Halloween 2025 and how it is a political harvesting that is going on. All right, and so I want to talk about in this video some of the things that you can look for or patterns that I have been seeing, and you know, for me to put this together for you guys. I wanted to just explain that, and also some a technique, tips that we can do together. I do have a ritual, and I'll get further into that. So stay tuned to the end. Okay, so let's look at this. I wanted to finish off after legitimizing of a new architect. The next thing is economic capture. What does that mean? Contracts, privatization of food distribution, logistics from profit centers. You know, the harvest is turned, this energy is turning into capital. So like the question that I said was, okay, Naj, why are they doing this? What do they gain energetically, occult, materially, etc.? A huge economic payoff. Money and influence flow to these particular allied entities. Some of them may seem like they're warring at each other, but they're actually on the same plane. And they're in cahoots with each other, in bed with each other. And so a lot of contracts are being written up, signed up, and privatization of food is the biggest one. So a lot of people have talked about Bill Gates buying up a lot of property, a lot of land, and a few other big names, billionaires that have been buying up so much land, and even other countries are trying to get in the loop with this as well. You even see them trying to do that over in Africa, and they're trying it in a lot of places, but let's just stick to America at the moment, because what America is doing, or other countries, or test grounds going on. Australia is a very big testing country of a lot of these things. Certain countries in Asia are testing grounds. England is a testing ground. Italy, I'm so proud of, they've been protesting. And a few other countries, smaller countries, is to see how they drop this into the pool, the reaction going to be, what are people going to do, how they're going to be, blah, blah, blah. They're taking in a lot of data right now. It's the same thing when they did the COV, okay? Taking in a lot of data. Studying people. This is how slavery came into play. They didn't just go and captured Africans and chained them up. There was a strategy going on. They went in, they sat, they integrated, they act as if they were kind and friendly and nice, and oh my God, I just love your country. Oh my God, I just love the food that you're eating. Oh my God, like, you guys have so much land. Oh, wow, a lot of great resources. Oh my God, these trinkets of gold. You're really giving me, wow, you guys have a lot. Tallying up data. Go back to the country. Let's strategize. How are we going to take that? How are we going to own that? How can we, like, okay, yeah, it's going to massacre, but we need some of them to, like, work for us. So we can't just go in and massacre the whole thing. This is what they do, okay? All right. Let's not go off topic. Let's get back to it. The last one is memory erasure over generations. Bingo. So repeating the cycles. That's why I said it's a loop. They are trying to keep us in a loop. Right? Repeated loops of engineered scarcity. Right? Because once we go through this, it's not going to change. We're going to think, oh, it will get better. It's not. That's not the plan. The plan is to continue extracting and extracting and extracting and extracting so you want me to stop, but they're going to continue extracting and extracting and extracting. You get me? So, and that's the repeat. And you weaken the lineage, you weaken the lines of your lineage. So what happens? The next birthing of kids will be so used to having no confidence in the place that they're living, right? Ancestral remembering, they won't really have that. Cultural continuation will not happen. They're making sure the population becomes more malleable over time, right? Less and less human, less and less of even, you become like a wafer, that thin and empty, right? You're fragile, right? And that you're erasing a full being over time. And that's what's the scary part. We already have children today who don't know how to regulate their emotions. They don't know what it is to be in social environments. They don't know how to be in social environments because there's a separation that has been happening over time. And so can you imagine how they are now and what it will look like maybe 20 years from now, maybe less, because a lot can happen between now and 20 years from now. This is what's happening. So now you're just very, you're not going to fight. You're not going to do anything. It is what it is. If you look at how it is in China, a lot of those people like, oh, they're so nice. There's a lot missing because of that particular government instituting a lot of programming that has stripped them away. They're very good at creating and making things, being engineers, and they make everything for the world. But there's no depth. The depth is missing. There's some superficial, but there's no real depth. That's why there's a gravitation to Africa, because of the culture, the ancient ties. There's richness, there's warmth, there's depth they don't have. And you'll see that other cultures go there, other people from other countries go there. It's the same thing, to the point where to us it'd be like, yeah, y'all again trying to rape and steal and do everything over there. And it is because they have nothing. So that's why I said imagine 20 years from now. So let's talk about how we can interrupt this type of harvesting. What can we do? How can we stop this, Naj? And because you want to cut off their supply. You have to cut it off. This is what we have to do. There are two angles of this. There is energetic work and there is social work. And this will weaken, these two will weaken the harvesting that they're doing and strengthen our communities. And so I'm going to speak on that in part 4. So stay tuned. Again, thank you so much, you guys, for supporting. I hope you're loving this. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Please respond. And also make sure you get on the wait list for the 12D Merkaba. I am doing a pre-launch webinar. It's a free webinar, and I want you there. You definitely need to be there. So click the link in my bio and sign up today. Love you guys. I'll see you in part 4.